Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm Manager Deborah from Flip TV. So, can I know you?
I'm Mr. Matthew.
Okay, Mr. Matthew, concerning the disarray in political parties among the PDP, APC, and opposition parties, though. So, how do you think it is very strong? How strong is the opposition parties in Nigeria?
For what we are seeing in Nigeria, it's very unfortunate that Nigeria is gradually sliding into a one-party system, because the way and manner the ruling party seem to be muzzling opposition, I don't think that is good for our democracy. It's not healthy for our democracy, because the beauty of democracy is the ability of the people to make choice. And if you look at the Constitution, it gives people the right of freedom of association, the right to decide which political platform to be, where to contest, and all that. Look at what is happening in PDP, for instance. It is a worrisome situation, a situation where you have someone like the FCT minister, I'm talking about the former governor of Rivers State, who is serving as a minister in APC, in Tinubu's government, and he is currently a member of PDP. As we speak, the structure of PDP in Rivers State is controlled by the same person. The structure of APC in Rivers State is controlled by the same person. So that in itself is like absolute power, and absolute power they say corrupt, power they say corrupt, and absolute power corrupt absolutely.
So, sir, what do you think is the opposition leader in Nigeria currently? The opposition leader in Nigeria, like, you know, within APC and PDP right now, who do you think is the leader of the opposition parties?
Naturally, there is no unified leader for opposition. That is the way it's supposed to be. But the way it stands, we have two major opposition parties in the country. Judging by the last presidential election, we saw how PDP came out second, going by the result declared by INEC, even though many people disputed that result. We saw how Labour Party came out third, though they questioned and challenged the result out of Supreme Court. But currently, we have two major leading opposition parties, PDP and Labour Party, while APC is the ruling party. But the point I'm trying to make is, looking at elections that is being conducted recently, particularly in Edo State, people are not satisfied with the process. There were allegations of the ruling party and the national using instrumentality of states to coerce opposition, to intimidate opposition, to hand opposition, because before the election, there were allegations that the police were arresting PDP members, PDP leaders in Edo State, taking them to Abuja to be detained. And before the election, had a situation where even Mr. President himself, I'm talking about Senator Tinubu, was addressing some party faithfuls, and he was asking them, do you want Edo back? And they say yes. And I told them that he is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He said, I'll give it to you. So people were asking questions then, why did Mr. President have the power to decide who to give a state to in an election that was supposed to be contested on the basis of numerical strength, on the basis of how you are able to canvass your manifesto, your program to the people, and people would normally come out to vote on the basis of one man, one vote. And somebody in the name of the president is saying, I'll give this state to a particular political party. And as you have it, INEC already declared APC winner in that election. So it become confused. People will now become confused as to whether our election was fair and credible in the light of the statement that came from Mr. President. So for me, I think the opposition need to rise up. I think the president the ruling party need to tolerate opposition, because that's the beauty of democracy.
Thank you very much. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm ready to work on Flip TV. So can we meet you, sir?
Michael. My name?
Sir, looking at the accident of the petrol tanker that claimed 140 people in Jigawa State, how do you think we can end a petrol tanker accident in Nigeria?
I think one of the things we need to know there is we need to have good infrastructural environment first. Then we need to have a very active agency too, in case of emergency like that, so that we'll be able to, curtail the excess of human loss and property when there's an emergency like that. Quite regrettable for the victims and of course those who have actually lost their life. On that note, the incident is quite regrettable, but I can assure you that it is something that can be avoided because the government should also take certain blame because if you see a situation where people are rushing towards a place where they know actually that their lives can be in danger, maybe out of one necessity or the other, you saw them getting involved dangerously into danger just to have something to put on the table at the end of the day. I think it is a sign of abject poverty. It's a sign of leadership failure. It's a sign of the country is not working well. Is skewed against the interests of the Nigerian masses, just to make sure that the elites are always favored. But the Jigawa state governor should be able to know what to do at this point in time. Get the family of the victims to see how government can come in one way or the other, and of course create support. Then another factor is the Nigerian Emergency Agency. We didn't see much of their presence in that place. We didn't see rescue. We didn't see response to emergencies in Nigeria. Has been something of that has been deadlined for a very long time. Nigerians are just living without government. That's what it means and what it looks like.
So, sir, do you think a good infrastructure will actually put an end to the petrol tanker accident in Nigeria?
It will go a long way to reduce it. It will also go a long way, to create, instant response to emergencies like that. Just for instance now, God forbid, if there's any emergency here, you find it very difficult to rescue people, because the accessibility of this environment is very, very difficult, because everywhere is just not being organized in terms of road, in terms of how people should walk, in terms of how vehicles should move, in just everything. Nigeria is not well planned, and even up till now, with the numerous resources available, I think we are supposed to see transformation in some of these things, that is geared towards having a better infrastructure, having a better space, having a better
sir, due to this emergency stuff, most of the emergency, let's talk about fire emergency right now. Most of them are not really close by to community. Let's say, for instance, in this community, for us to get a fire rescue or an emergency thing, we have to go down, maybe down to Ikeja for them to come. Maybe they think they're already catching fire already. So do you think the government should actually get a place whereby in every community there should be an emergency, how would I say, policy there?
No, of course, that's where we'll talk about the local government, should come in then and take responsibility. But the problem is, would they be able to sustain it? You can see we saw during a Fashola era here in Lagos, where we'll see at every point you see fire service, you see emergency unit, you see those kind of posts, it does within reach. If these things can be done, and Nigerians can do it.
I even think even the emergency lines in Nigeria, some are not even working.
But they even work based on who is in government at that particular time. After that, it dies off. So they don't have this sustainability policy. They don't have this continuity, and unless it becomes like what happened in Jigawa now. You know, they will just portray themselves as if they know what they want to do, or they have been doing it at the end of the day, and that ends it. You know, so in fact, Nigerians should be praised for getting themselves involved in a nation that have so much and offer nothing.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm Deborah from Flip TV. So, can I meet you?
My name is Raf Tresman, Rafem Bechikwe.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So, what's your reaction to the speculations of plots to impeach Akibio?
The plot to impeach Akpabio.
Yes, Akpabio.
Yes, because you can see there are two missing characters in Nigerian political stage, but they are still active. That is the missions in action, because there are two. Tinubu went for medication in London. Actually, he told us he was going on leave. He couldn't be that sensitive enough to understand our feelings, to tell us actually the reason why he jettisoned into London. He lied. He said he wanted to just go and relax and enjoy himself. Thank you. Then secondly, Shetima is out too. Nobody in charge, as everybody must be asking the question now. But I have the reason here to tell you there are persons in charge. The people in charge now are his Lagos boys, the so-called cabals. That is Bajabia Mila, Dele Alake, somebody like Bayo Ononuga. They are the one in charge. That's why I'm trying to say that Tinubu and Shetima, they are not around, but they are still active, doing their work in their various official capacities. So what I'm trying to say is that Akpabio has come up to play the role of Nigerian president, because he is the number 3 citizen of the country. When the number 2, the number 1 and the 2 are not around, number 3 will take over. Currently, Nigerian president is Godswill Akpabio, and you can see he's not doing his own work well. That's why it's like Nigeria is confused. No leader. We are like sheep that are straying into this stream right now. All of a sudden, there come along a wolf and what? Grab the sheep. Nowhere to be found. If you look at the atmosphere, Akpabio is not getting it right. That's why the house conspired against him 2-3 days ago to put him out. But if not for the at least fast intervention, rapid intervention of the DSS officers, Nigeria would have been, thrown into what? Mayhem now. But the DSS, they raced to the National House of Assembly, complex, and condoned the whole area, prevailing on all the, how do I put it, Akpabio's, let me say, opponents or adversaries, from at least prevailing on him. They would have impeached him out. He's not a good man. I could remember when Buhari was on a leave in London, medical leave. He stayed 90 days in London, ruling Nigeria. It was persons like Charles Oputa, Charlie Boy, aka Charlie Boy, that went to London, started demanding for his president, Muhammad Buhari. I don't even understand. Yes, but this time around, this present administration, we don't have anybody that is that active. That's why we are all looking upon Akpabio. When Buhari was not around in 2018-19, someone like his second man, Yemi Ochibanjo, he started handling the affairs of the country. He became Nigerian president. Within that 3 months, we saw how the political atmosphere of the country changed. Things began to take good shape. Yes, we started feeling, Nigeria started feeling the impact of a man that has, at least 35% of interest of Nigerians at heart. We felt Ochibanjo's at least administration, because actually the ego was not around. We felt Ochibanjo's administration, how good he is on administration. Within some weeks, we say the ego landed and everything changed for bitterness again. So that's why the whole House, senators, lawmakers, they are like, Oga, this man is out nearly not up to a week now, or getting to 1 week. What is going on with you now? Can't you just come out competently and deliver good leadership or quality, governance to Nigerians?
Yes.
The man started, blabbing, wumbling, fumbling in the house, and that was how the cloud of impeachment started gathering against him.
So do you think the Senate is really working as stipulated by the Constitution?
Yes. Yes, if they are, you and I shouldn't be. We are not supposed to be complaining. The work, the legislation, the legislative administration of the senators are not going on according to Nigerian Constitution. Why? That's why you have most of the impending catastrophe as in most constituent projects. I don't understand. Recently are not at least implemented. That is not what Nigerian Constitution says, which is why you see most of the unbearable, let me say, use the word excruciating policies coming out from this administration. Policies that are not healthy, friendly to the Nigerian people, and nobody is questioning them. Why are you not doing this? Why do you turn your back on us? And still nothing has been able to normalize in the system. They are not working according to Nigerian Constitution. The reason why I'm telling you this is that look at the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Actually, 75% is for the public office holders. I mean the benefit thereof. The rest, 25%, are for the citizens. And for the citizens to squarely enjoy that 25%, they are not allowed to do so. They come up with other, let me say, superseding policies more excruciating than the letter to subjugate, to suppress the Nigerian people. That's why you see everybody frustrated. The countenances everybody is wearing on their faces indicates that we are all frustrated people in Nigeria. Look at the pump price, look at the prices of the basic amenities, food, transportation, salaries, expatriates, I mean foreign companies, the kind of treatment they are meting to Nigerians, the salary they gave to Nigerians, the expatriate companies in Ghana, are they paying the same salary to Ghanaians? I'm telling you, Nigerian Constitution is against Nigerians. Nigerian Constitution is favoring only public office holders, Nigerian government officials. Nigerian politicians, they cling onto the Constitution and make sure that they subjugate Nigerian people the more. So the Constitution is not for you, neither I. The Constitution is so friendly for governors, ministers, commissioners, senators, Mr. President, Vice President, all the lawmakers, state level and the federal level. The Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria, they are not reviewing it. I mean the Department of Judiciary, the way they should review the Nigerian Constitution.
So do you think it's working for the executive, or it has been compromised?
The executive has been compromised.
So why do you say it has been compromised?
It has been compromised because the manifestos, the agenda they are telling you during campaign is not what you are seeing today.
Exactly.
What they are doing today, you are seeing today is yachts, purchase of yachts, billions of dollars. What you are seeing today is purchases of aircraft, private jet for Mr. President. What you are seeing today is not that Amala and the Bada Tinubu promise you that is going to be very cheap. That is it not beans, is it not Amala? We saw it on social media. It is now expensive. Thank you, there you are. The beans could not be affordable again.
The corn and agbado.
Ever. The corn and agbado, for you to eat a whole agbado now, you will pay 500 naira. The corn, cooked one, roasted one, the price has been below high. The prices of what do you call it, beans, ordinary gari, but that is the cheapest food in Nigeria, they are not affordable again. So that's why I'm telling you that they have turned their back on us. they are only senating, if there's a word like that, for themselves. Mr. President is doing what? Is running the executive department, you know, to subjugate the rest of the departments, I mean the judiciary and the legislatives. They have become stooges to the executive. Nothing is working in Nigeria, let alone for the common man on the street, the common man in various localities. They are all subjected to all manner of what? Deprivations.
They are not saying poor Nigerians.
They are now poor Nigerians. That is the word the Senate President has been using on us. The poor Nigerians. I don't understand. I saw on the social media where Tinubu was challenging Buhari in the past. He said, allow the poor to breathe.
Let the poor breathe.
Let the poor breathe.
Yes.
Let the poor breathe. Who are the poor? I reject it in Jesus' name. I reject it, not me. Tinubu is the poor man. Buhari is the poor man. Kachima, Chetima, Akpabio, and the rest of the lawmakers who have been at least feeding on our blood, they are the poor masses, the poor men they are referring to. So you see, you've seen where we have at least, you know, where they have taken us to today. We are all, you know, ended up in, let me say, economic woes.
But I still believe we'll have a better Nigeria one day.
That is based on prayer. That God should come and elevate us, set us free from this abyss we find ourselves today.
Thank you very much. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm Deborah from Flip TV.
Yes.
So, sir, what's your reaction on Tinubu's people distributing rice as palliative on his birthday?
Anyway, this is funny me. I'm not among the people who called Mr. President T-Pain. Maybe I'm not too much agree, but at the same time, distributing rice and beans to Nigerians is a very funny something. It's as if we are going backwards, as Jonathan said. Because Jonathan said during his campaign where he was contesting with Buhari, he said voting Buhari will take Nigeria backwards. So now I don't know where we are going. Are we moving forward or backwards? You know, reducing Nigerians at that level. Now Nigerians have become like beggars. Wherever they are sharing rice and beans, 1 derica of rice, 2 derica of rice, Nigerians will queue. You will see thousands of people fighting to get 1 derica of rice. No, it is very, very funny. We shouldn't go to that level. This is a modern world, and this is a time when Nigeria is supposed to, you know, live like a prince and princess. And the time when we're supposed to, you know, get higher is at this time that we are coming lower, you know, to queue up and collect derica of rice and beans. You see, let me say, a beautiful girl as you are, you will be ashamed now to queue to collect rice and beans somewhere in a modern world. And if foreigners, let's say foreigners in Nigeria, see Nigerians at that state, what will they say? Do you know what they will write on their paper? Do you know how they will comment it about Nigerians? That in Nigeria there is fire. Although there is fire, fire is burning.
So now you tell Sheyi Tinubu distributing rice on his birthday is not a right thing. Like it's very, very wrong.
Oh, I thought that I thought that they say things are very hard, difficult for everybody. Even somebody say Even the president is feeling it. Things are hard everywhere. So he has the rights to share. She's the one. Is she? Yeah. It's a boy. He says who is sharing? So his son. Oh, so he has it in abundance. He has a lot of rights to share. But I think that they say the things that it is difficult everywhere. Sharing rice. Sharing is not bad. To give food to beggars, but it's bad to turn Nigerians, to beggars and start to sharing food. This is not what we are expecting. Every Nigerian normally love high life. It's every Nigerian that want to ride a G-Wagon. It's every Nigerian that want to manage millions and billions. Every Nigerian. So if now, you tell us what you're expecting is not what you should obtain. What you're expecting, no, is not close to you. Now you reduce us, at that level of collecting the riches of rice and so on. No, I don't see it. If he is sharing all those things to beggars, no problem. If it is beggars, handicapped people who are unable, to work, and what Nigerians want is to work and eat the fruit of their labor. We are capable. We have brainy people in Nigeria. Yes. You say, Nigerians. You have brainy people in Nigeria. You have hard-working people in Nigeria. When they say, the other one, when he was on power, I've forgotten his name, sir. All those people that did not do very well, we do forget their name easily. You call Buhari, yes. When he was on power, he said Nigerian youth are lazy. I'm not agree with that. One Israelite said this. He said Nigerians are the only people who can work from morning till night with a smiling face. I'm telling you, work from morning till night with a smiling face. Okay, look what is going on in Nigeria today. Keke price is how much? They're talking about 3.850. And the Nigerian youth will go and collect that keke on higher purchase. Sometimes they will collect it at 5 million, 5.5 million. And you will see Nigerian youth drive from morning till night, sleep only maybe 3 hours, wake up again, fall into the thing and walk. They are hard working people. See you people, many of you journalists, see how you are working, see what you are doing. In the radio, listen to journalists of radio, see the way they talk, the way they express themselves. You will know that those people are brainy people. Everywhere, Nigeria has people. What we are lacking is only leaders, people who can help Nigeria and take Nigeria to the level that Nigeria deserves. We have all what we need, all what is needed to get to the level at which we should attain. But a country cannot work without a leader. And then if you say there is a leader, let leader do what is expected from the people. What I'm saying is that let leaders stop putting fear on people. I think leaders should not, put fear on us. We will be trembling. We will be afraid of them. We are afraid to talk. We are afraid to say anything. Let the leaders fear the citizens that they are leading. If they fear the citizens, they will lead well, and they will do things in a way that every Nigeria will get to the level that Nigeria should get. It's not sharing this and rights. It's not what we need.